Hey everybody, hope you guys doing alright. So for some reason, YouTube every once in a while, I don't know why, what it is I do or don't do, or I don't know why, but whenever they feel like it, apparently, they decide that I can't upload videos, and it happened last night, and then it also has been happening today, up until just now, as I just uploaded videos. So, um, there was things I wanted to share and talk about, but I hadn't been able to because YouTube didn't let me. However, I think it was probably for the good, because I was in a very emotional state last night and this morning. It's been an extremely emotional day. Uh, so anyways, because I'm not the best at reacting to things in the most healthy manner, it's probably best that I didn't react the way that I felt in the moment. So anyways, I'm gonna share how I feel now, and let that be. You know, accountability. It's sorry, I'm just getting a little accountability. Ah, man, so I, you know, looking back on things, I could totally see how me, telling somebody I think they're my soulmate, the implications of that. Like, I never really thought about how that must have affected another person, and like thinking about it, I'm starting to think about it a little bit more, and I mean that's a profound thing to say, and I could just see why there's I mean, I could totally get, like, everybody, people are gonna have expectations. Like, when you say that type of thing, like, okay, you think you think that's what's going on here. Okay, well, that means, da, 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 you should be doing this and that and that and this. And it's like, she's not. I mean, and because I feel like I failed largely in not doing a lot of the things that somebody might have expected me to do in saying what I said, I could see how that created a lot of division, a lot of lack of connection, a lot of doubt, and just pain. For the both of us. And because, I mean, it's the thing about this whole thing. Like, I really, I'm starting to feel like somebody thinks that I really tried to, like, hurt her or just say things to twist her heart or to manipulate her, or anything like that. And it's like, no, it's not the case at all. I just I've been a little intimidated by her intelligence, and even, her beauty, and just how much I'm attracted to her. It's like, whoa, this is fucking strong. It's a lot of power there, and so that's a little intimidating. And then also not knowing exactly what's going on, like, aspects of confusion have been imbued in the situation. So it's like, not only am I intimidated by how much I'm attracted to her and her beauty and her intelligence and all these other beautiful things and lovely things she has about her, but I'm also, like, kind of confused as to what the fuck's really going on here. And then on top of, my drug addiction, and just also the fact that this portion of my life is a time when I've, like never in my life have I ever, like, kind of pushed people away, my friends, everybody away, because I've changed, and I've decided to, speak up more, and be more assertive, and then not just go along with, the fucking the flow of things, because I'm lonely, which is large. I mean, not to say I didn't relate to a lot of the people that I knew in my past, because I did. There's a lot of things that we have in common. We've had a lot of good times, and I'd love to have more good times. But I was never really felt like I was truly able to just be me, and I never really felt like they wanted to. And I think this is a lot of the programming that's just done in today's society, but I don't really think they really wanted to listen to me, and a lot of the things that I had to say. And I think they really tried to help me out in the best way that they could, and they looked at me as somebody who needed that. And I'm not saying I didn't need some help. I do think I did, but a friendship, any type of relationship, to me, a healthy one, you gotta be able to listen and speak. So, you know, a lot of my relationships really have not been that healthy, because we all haven't really listened to each other. We've heard each other, we've debated each other, we've argued with each other, but how much listening have we really done? And that's one of the most profound testaments to how much you care about somebody, is how well you can simply listen to them. You know, and I haven't been the best either. I have not been the best at hearing them out or being an ear for them, or just even letting them know that I'm here to listen, you know, because that's powerful too. But I do, and because all of these things, I stayed away. You know, I largely, whenever I saw her, like, talking about other people or another man, or I'll just use it as an excuse to, oh, she wants to fuck with another man, and just stay away, even though part of me knows why she's doing it. But it's still, I allowed that to justify me staying away, and my ego, I was like, oh, okay, well, she's doing that, well, fuck her, I'm gonna just fucking do my own thing and not and that's not loving. That's not the most loving thing. And the more loving thing would have been just to continue to stick it out and fight for love, not just be like, whatever, even though the whole time doing that, I've always been thinking about her, always. Like, it's always been on my mind. It's like when I'm just, I every woman I see, I'm always, it's like, I'm gonna use her as like a reference, like, so, I just, accountability, there's a lot of things I fucked up. There's a lot of things that I didn't take care of. There's a lot of things I said that I could totally see how they have these, like, profound implications, and I didn't really follow through, but from my perspective, I wasn't like, I was just like, hey, this is how I feel. Like, I didn't realize that, like, in saying that, I should, follow through with appropriate actions. Me, I'm just like, I just say things as I feel them. So I don't really think, I don't strategize as much as it looks like. I actually go with the flow a lot, like, I really don't premeditate things, all that. Most thing, this project, one of the biggest things I've ever premeditated in my life, but a lot of things I do, I kind of just, I prepare as much as I really need to make sure things aren't dangerous. But then a lot of times I like to just improvise and just go with the moment, go with the flow. And I find that that works out rather well, instead of trying to, like, premeditate and predict everything and then prepare accordingly. But there's goodness in that too. Maybe I could use a little bit more of that. But so I'm sharing that with you. So, like, when I said these things to her, it wasn't like some seed to plant to, like, mess up her head or try to, like, create, like, I didn't just say it just to force some type of a connection between us. I was just being like, this is how I really feel. Like, and that was it. Like, there was no there's nothing else there, it was just that. Like, I just wanted to express that and that alone. It wasn't some, set up to fucking, follow with some actions or to try to mislead her or hurt her. It was just me expressing how I felt. That's it, But again, this is something I need to get better at. Like, I'm so used to doing these things, but I don't think about the consequences of the words and my actions. So it's like, this can fuck things up. And like getting fired, like, if I would have thought, like, hey man, maybe it's not the wisest thing to say in this moment, like, if I would have taken a second just to, like, chill out and then step back and just think, like, what's the wisest thing I can use to help this moment manifest the most positive or healthy way possible. But sometimes I don't do that, and I rush things, and things get hurt, and I trip and fall, but that's part of life, and it's like that. You're gonna fall, like, you're gonna make mistakes, you're gonna get injured. That's just part of fucking living. So it's about how we get up and learn from these things that determines how well we're growing, and so I'm trying to, I want to be better. I want to be a better